Yes, Sean, Blenda, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us. It's the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 4, Episode 43 for a few times now. And we got a lot to get into, so I kind of went through most of it in the pre-show. Let's get into it. Without further ado, welcoming to the spotlight stage, my man, my boy, my comrade. Please help me welcome Mr. G. Oh, wrong one. Mr. G.W. Foley.
There we go. I come to bring a new flavor in your ear. I come to bring a new flavor in your ear. What is up, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night, 8:03. Got the alert. We're live on the YouTubes.
We are.
Love it when a thing comes together. Fucking great. Fucking beautiful. Facebook censors are just being like, oh my god, he's swearing again. No! I'm sorry. I got a weird conversation, or had a weird conversation today. I was sitting there minding my business, and the journalism professor comes up to me and goes, so you're going to be in the paper? And I said, I am? What for? And he goes, because you're a stand-up comic. I'm like, is that really newsworthy? Like, I've been doing it longer than I've been a college student. I mean,
That's true.
It's like saying, like, oh, I was a fucking chef for a good number of years. Like, do you want to write a story about that? What up, Skidmoro? How's it going? That's weird. That didn't come up for me. Oh, there we go. Stupid comments. Not that the comments are stupid.
Yeah.
I have a section on my screen that's under comments, and I can see them pop up. And
except from Rumble, so get on it, Rumble, please.
Yeah. Except for Rumble, bastards. It stopped working for a second. I wasn't seeing things. So, like, when it popped up on the screen so everyone could see it, I was surprised. Fucking weird. I'm sorry. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm going to stop after this one story of I lost my wallet last week.
Oh.
And you have to say at something like the world's going to shit. Everyone knows it. Like, no one knows what to do with it. It just fucking sucks. I want to speak of the humanity for a moment. And I got a ride from a garage to school because they were working on my car. And my wallet fell out of my pocket and landed in a truck. I didn't know this. So I fucking went to get a cup of coffee, couldn't find my wallet. And I freaked out a second, just going, God damn it. This is the one thing in my life I can't lose. Like I have spare keys at home. I but my fucking wallet, fucking sucks. But the humanity part was I was retracing my steps, and the woman at the coffee shop where I was going to get my cup of coffee goes, just have a free cup.
Oh.
And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, I'm taking one. I'm doing it. And I went to pay Monday, like, cause and she said no, it was a free cup. And I was like, oh, that was like the joyous point in my fucking week, was getting a free cup of coffee. Anyways, that was a boring story. I'm sorry. It happens. Let me turn it over to the real reason why we gather here, and it's not my fucking lame ass fucking losing my wallet stories. Let's turn it over to Hickory, the drunken underwhelming.
Oh, thank you, gentlemen, for being here. I appreciate it. I want to give a big thanks to everybody over on Rumble last week, because last week's show got 241 views over on Rumble, which is earth-shattering. Considering Rumble, I've only got like
dude, what is Rumble? Not
73 followers over on Rumble. And, somehow 241 views. So thank you everybody over there. Thank you guys on YouTube and Facebook for joining us as well. Unfortunately, we can't view Rumble comments in the comment viewer. It doesn't do that. So StreamYard, Rumble, please, damn it, please. Rumble's not that outside of the norm. They're a publicly traded company now, and they're the second biggest video publisher or platform. Sorry, they're not a publisher. Anyways, I got stories to share too, but I'm going to get into a piece of magic because I have been trying to do magic on the show every week this year, and that's not stopping yet. So what I'm going to do is switch over cams. Boom, we're on camera 2. I'm going to go through this deck like this, John, and I'm just going to have you tell. I want you to just say stop whenever you feel like you want.
Stop.
Okay, this one or this one?
That one. The one you just nope, the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a Queen of Diamonds. You cool with that card? Or you want to pick another one?
Nah. I'll
You're
pick
good?
the lady.
That's your card?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So next I'm gonna ask you for something to sign on this, because I could sign your name, but that's not fair because I knew you'd be on the show. So what I typically do is ask you for like a random word or someone else's name that I wouldn't have thought of before.
Just give you a word.
A word, a name. It could be like a 4-digit passcode. Fudge. Is that dark enough? We got that.
That looks like fudge.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a little underline, I think. Fudge. That's cool.
Super fudge.
So I'm gonna take your card. I'm first gonna bend it in half, and then I'm gonna tear it up. I'm gonna drop the deck over here. Tear your card up all nice and fair like. I'm going to take them, put them in the case, right? And then set that case. You're going to balance some over here. That would be great. Yeah, look at that. Nice. So we're now in this position where I've got a torn up card in the case. There's been a, oh, you can't see it in this cam. There's been another card case sitting right there the whole time. I was to take this card case.
Tell me there's a piece of fudge in the other card case.
Oh, that would be incredible. All my Valentine's Day chocolates in here, though. Let's take that one and take this back here. And I was to pour that broken card in there. Be kind of neat, right? And then I was hoping there was just going to be a card in there, but there isn't. Somewhere in here.
Dude, there's a fudge card. Oh.
There's a single Queen of Diamonds that has the word fudge written on it.
Fudge.
Loof! And magic word of the
day. Just fudged my robe.
Thank you, gents, for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being down there in the comments. Ace of Diamonds, 3 of Hearts, close. Close. Queen of Diamonds, my friend. Queen of Diamonds. Anyways, same shit, different day from Blenda. Hear that? Although the magic's always different, so that's fun. I've been having fun. I've been riffing on the same thing for a couple of weeks, but I've been having a real fun time on where it's going and what I'm working out here. Anyways, let's get on over to our very special guest. We haven't had one of them in quite a few weeks because I'm a lazy booker, but it looks like we have one tonight. I'm very excited to have him back because it's been quite a goddamn time since he's been on the show. I want to say almost a year. But please welcome to our spotlight stage a very entertaining man, super multi-talented, and just an all-around good dude and entertainer. Please welcome to our spotlight stage the machine, the Spoor machine, Mr. John Spoor.
From your lips to God's ears, Hickory. I've been pretty busy since my last visit here, which is why it's been so long, because the days that you guys film were days that I was training students at a facility that I opened up post-pandemic, which I have since, I don't want to say outgrown, but was able to upgrade to a bigger space. So I basically have like my own studio where I am training like myself. I was training students. I currently am not, which allows me to be filming with you guys right now. I have more time. I was spending a lot of time training people, and I got to a point to where I realized that wasn't really the way to optimize what I was doing with the space. So the guys that are the people that were training with me are training at other facilities now, which is good for them. But yeah, no, we started doing events. I did one in November. We had 4 hardcore bands play, and then we did some matches that we filmed. And even since I was in the old space, I'm all ranty and everywhere with this timeline, but excuse me. But yeah, I went from speaking with you guys as a 30-year-old to now I'm speaking to you almost 33, and like I've produced like multiple videos in general, but like podcasts, like mock like wrestling, I mean not really mock wrestling broadcasts, but like, I mean, you know, it's just like a super independent underground kind of deal I have going right now. But yeah, so we started going into like live events. We did our last one the beginning of February. And actually we are doing one March 25th at the end of the month.
Nice.
Just gonna put this up right now. We're actually gonna be doing a comedy night, March 25th. Doors open 6:30 p.m. Show starts at 7. There's a $10 cover at door. We're gonna have local comics and professional wrestlers. Plus, after that, we're gonna do a Sunday Night Heat wrestle roast.
Yeah,
we'll have a panel of comedians and wrestlers watching Sunday Night Heat, and yeah, Wrestlers Workshop. That's the name of the brand, the wrestling that we do there. You can find more information about all that stuff over at Standing 8 Entertainment over at Facebook. There'll be a lot more like videos coming out throughout the next couple weeks. Now we're gonna be, you know, once the dead of winter clears up, people are more willing to travel and whatnot. And that's the thing, like a lot of the wrestlers that come by, they travel pretty far, and people just, you know, with the winter and whatnot, doesn't work out as good as the spring and summer. So yeah, and with the music too, we had to take this March off because of bookings elsewhere, scheduling with bands. But I'm hoping that we can run 1 to 2 shows a month in that space. So like yeah, just kind of like surreal experiences. The last one that we did again at the beginning of February, you know, promoting it, like I filmed the whole thing. We also had a comedy crew, which you guys are familiar with, the Transcendental Comedy Experience guys.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan Kenyon.
They found themselves at the facility, and we're working on projects together now too. So I've actually like been up to them a couple times to like go through footage and whatnot. A lot of things like in the works. It is, I mean, you guys know, you guys been plugging along with this thing.
Yep.
You know, you like pull your hair out sometimes with it, but like, I don't know. I just, I know like good things take a lot of effort to make happen. So I'm just trying to keep going. I've been wrestling more than I ever have before, and I'm really going to start, I think, you know, once the spring hits, go out on the road a lot more. So yeah, like I've definitely have been growing as a performer and as a person. Just trying to like balance everything now and keep pushing forward. So I don't really know. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna actually. I don't have any like upcoming bookings for wrestling. You can follow me on Instagram at the producer, the product, which is right here once the screen moves away. And again, like I said, facebook.com/standing8 entertainment. I do have a podcast on there called WCW Thunder Buddies, where myself and the stepdads sit down and we watch WCW Thunder from start to finish. We have taken a little bit of a hiatus. I have like a ton backlogged right now that I just haven't gotten to with my job schedule, training schedule, trying to meet the demands of when people need me. Like, you know, I'll get a message like, hey, can you come to the studio at like 8 p.m. and let me use it for a little bit? Like, you know, I kind of just like drop everything and cater to that. But, you know, it's like for a better purpose too. Like this thing is really, it's once this like stuff starts like moving, like I said, experiencing those shows and the footage that we got, it's just like kind of like a surreal. I feel like I'm living out like a simulation almost, where I have this like alternate reality that I'm living in this space right now. So like I'm curious to see how it like builds out and everything. But yeah, also too, for the 25th, I may try to go live in studio with it. I haven't done anything live in-house yet, but we're completely set up to do so. Also too, I mean, I'm giving you guys open invite if you guys want to. I don't know what you're doing on the 25th, but if you guys want to be a part of it, you guys are more than welcome to. So we can just talk about it.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, that's about all the or actually no, you know what? There is one more thing. So this hasn't been released yet. Actually, you know what? Hold up. I'm sorry to do this. You guys just gotta bear with me. You gotta bear with me here. Just give me one moment. Hold up here.
A couple comments from the crowd. You guys are too kind. John says you're a lazy hooker or a lazy booker. Both, good sir. Ask my wife. Glenda said, "Hey, John." John said, "Welcome, John, to the House of Deplorables." It's a great alternate name for the show, I suppose. The Gats is here. The Gats, what's going on, girl? Good to see you. Glad you're back. It's very fun. We have a really cool, interesting group of people who show up every week, and I absolutely adore every one of them. I'll find myself talking about them to people at work. Like people will be like, "How's the show going?" I'm like, "Yeah, so like Skidmore was fucking hilarious last night." And they're like, "Who is that? Was he a guy that you do comedy with?" And I'm like, "No, he's like a regular commenter on the show. He's just also like," it's kind of funny how this just meshed in. John said, "Murphy, the Mad Mandible Marauder." Grr.
Well, I had to fucking mute my goddamn microphone.
All right, guys.
Raise hell. Leave.
Now listen, okay? We got ourselves an issue here, all right? And so nobody's really, you can you'll know more about what I'm talking about here. And I mean, if you guys don't mind, this will probably end up being footage that we use
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
in the
fine.
future. So, long story short, there's this guy named John Keynes. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. He's kind of like a hack wannabe, like content creator, some shit. Like, I don't know. He says he has like a bunch of money or whatever. Well, somehow, like, he decided to like invite himself to my facility, and like he actually like cost me, like, I had this title that I'm trying to like get off the ground, and like I want there to be a championship belt that this area is like must see, like holy shit, we have a champion that like is kicking ass and like really really putting himself into the best positions that he can be to like grow something that can like have a long legacy that like this area can be proud of, right? So like this dude comes into my facility and like cost me something that I just newly won and was like ready to take this area to the next level. I don't, if you check the footage that they put out over on their YouTube site, which is the Transcendental Comedy Experience YouTube page, you can see what they have for footage. I'm about to drop the match that I had. I will say Jeff Nova, which is the kid that I wrestled, he was done. Like I had him, like I don't understand what's going on right now. This is the type of shit that we deal with pro wrestling, where we have like these people that just like to go into business for each other. And, like he's trying to hijack something that like I'm obviously like giving my life's work to right now. And I just want John Keynes to know that he needs to get the, excuse my language, boys, get the fuck out of my town. He's not taking over Glens Falls. He sure as hell isn't taking over the studio, and he is not getting the Standing A Entertainment name. So, John Keynes, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
All right, now we can get to the rest of the show here, boys. What do we got?
John, thank you for being here. Let's get to it. Yes,
I can never wear that red hoodie ever again. Like,
I love this comment because the guest, I had the same thought earlier. It said John goes from kimono to Steve Stone Cold leather jacket vest because John
that was actually
Cold, and so
that was a Ric Flair robe.
Yeah, and that's what I thought initially too. I was like, it had the white and red, and I was like, it was looking like a kimono. And then from the pre-show that you guys didn't see because it's just us getting ready, was John stood up and it's a Ric Flair robe, which is badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, one more quick thing too, like there's also like wrestling stuff, like wrestling matches and everything that I've like randomly produced. That's all on the Standing A Entertainment page. So if you're like, oh, there's this cool wrestler on right now, I want to see like what he does, you can get some of this footage over there on the Facebook page as well. Go to the video archives.
Skidmore's at Hickory, the Destroyer wrestling name. To be honest, when I was a little kid, and it was always kind of my dream, and then the time I actually was in shape enough to start wrestling, my wife was like, "No, you can't do that." Big rig, I always thought, and it was cheesy, man. I was a Diesel fan back in the day, and I was like, Big Rig would be a badass name for like a big trucker gimmick. And
there's a dude that John knows also, but he had a garbage man gimmick for a while.
yeah.
Yeah, see, that's a badass gimmick, dude. Those guys are badass. I don't want to fight a garbage man. I'll fight a baker all day. I don't want to fight a fucking garbage man.
Dude, have you seen the indie gimmick that they have? The guy's like a pizzeria,
Pizza guy?
like a pizzeria restaurant owner, basically. Like he
No,
just
but
like
that's hysterical.
he like tosses dough like in his matches and stuff. It's pretty
Is
funny.
that Mikey Cheese?
No.
No.
I mean, he's a pizza adjacent character too. But
Yes, cheese.
no, I don't know. It's like Luigi or something like that. Like some kind of like
It's funny.
yeah.
So I just watched I did a reaction on my channel on Monday to a video from a band called Ninja Samurai Pizza Cats, I think was the name of the band. And it's some like new school dancey metal, hardcore for lack of a better term. So it's got the, it's heavy as fuck, and all the vocals in the chorus are the and then the chorus comes in with the la da 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 da, like the melodic. It's still like kind of heavy, but it's got that like melodic flow. And the video was like somebody getting a pizza delivered from a pizza place, and like a pineapple and the pizza attack these two people in their house. But it had like this very it had a Mario vibe to it. Anyways, that's up on the channel from Monday.
It just felt like a fever dream.
It was you should check it out, dude. It's a really fun. Don't you go check out my reaction, just go check out the regular video. It's a really, really fun video. And then go watch my reaction, because it was hysterical, because I had a blast. The Gat says, woo! I wanted to do that louder, but I don't want to scare my wife on the other side of the house at the same time. Because my woos get pretty loud when I get into it. Like, I can startle a store, I'm saying. Skimora said, I put the garage doors in one of the Hardy Boys' houses.
Dude,
Well,
that's awesome.
If it was Jeff, you might have had to reinstall it.
I've shared locker rooms with both Hardy Boys.
That's awesome. I don't mean to make fun of Jeff. I feel for him. That was a joke in poor taste. But that's what we get here. Show deplorables. God says, I always wanted to ask Ric Flair if he had the lymphoma removed on his lower back. That's a very good question. I don't know, and I never noticed it. But now that I've watched a bunch of lymphoma videos with my wife,
dude, what's lipoma?
It's like when it's a mass that grows under the skin, but it's kind of like watery, and like it's a growth, but it's like a it's not cancerous, it's not worrying some. And a lot of people get them, like, especially on their head, and it'll be like this weird bump that raises. And then if you watch like Dr. Pimple Popper, she'll get ones that are like a mass the size of like a baseball. And people will just like,
okay.
Wait,
he has one?
Apparently on his lower back.
Notorious?
That's
just has it? What?
Reporting. I'm not sure. Justin said I couldn't stop staring at it when he hit the ropes. Okay, that's interesting. Hickory just went Guar and then Bieber. That's funny. I actually mentioned Guar in the Samurai Pizza Cats, or Samurai. God, I'm gonna have to look it up. The name's really good. It was featuring the guy from Electric Callboy, formerly Eskimo Callboy. They're like a hardcore meets dance music type group.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just the kids nowadays. I don't.
It's a non-cancerous fatty tissue tumor. Dogs get them a lot. So that explains what a lymphoma is. I only know because I've watched a disgusting amount of Dr. Pimple Popper and related content with my wife. We even have one of the zit suckers that has a camera built in, which is the only one I don't mind, because all the other ones are like my wife pulling out something that looks like a dab tool and being like, I'm going to jab this into your skin until stuff comes out. Where it's like the zit sucker is just like, it's a little tiny vacuum that just goes against your pores, and it's really neat to watch because like the blackheads on your nose have all sorts of weird shit.
Dude, I had like a gnarly cyst on like almost like the middle of my back. It probably was like due to hitting the ropes. Now that I think about it, but
Get him on.
Yeah, I had to have someone like stab it with like a needle and like repeatedly, like light the needle, stab,
Drain it.
drain. Yeah. It was pretty gnarly. It took like 4 or 5 sessions, like throughout like a week or so to fucking get it out.
Wow.
Then they say like if you don't get the sac out or whatever, it might just like fill back up or whatever. So
Yep, that's the lymphoma. G-Dubs, before we go any further, you want to hear from tonight's sponsor?
What? Every time we have a sponsor, I want to hear from the sponsor.
I just want to make sure, man. You know, someday you're going to be like, no, and I was like, okay, we'll move on to the first topic. Fuck the sponsor. But a big shout out to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, the only show with the balls enough to sponsor the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. Let's see what they have to say in this week's Real Men of Genius. The Drunken Under Quarantine Show presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Lawn Care Rapper Guy. Mr. Lawn Care Rapper Guy. While many rappers took the high road, rapping about women, money, and drugs, you just got high and said, no, grass is good for me. You're like midlife crisis Afro Man. While many musicians and entertainers tried to reach the broadest audience possible, you thought, no, I'm really going to niche down this audience to tens. Lawn care professionals and old drunk guys. What started off as a stupid offhanded joke that you once made with your wife has now become half of your entire gimmick and a quarter of your discography. It's kind of taken over. So crack open a nice cold Vermont IPA, Mr. Maestro of the Lawnmower, because you've shown us that as long as you're over there, the grass is always greener on the other side. Mr. Lawn Care Rapper Guy. Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 3. So yeah, nobody will get that, and it won't do well on TikTok, but I thought that was funny. So shout out to MC Molasses for being Mr. Lawn Care Rapper Guy. And we got some shit to get into. So first topic of the evening, I hope you gentlemen are ready. Oh, before I do that, MC Molasses did have another video come out this week, a lyric video. G-Dubs, have you watched this?
Not yet.
It's got kind of the video itself kind of has DX vibes because of the colors I chose, but I kind of dug that because the song has no DX vibes, like no, it has no Rage Against the Machine DX feel to it. But if you guys are good, I'm gonna play this real quick and grab another.
Dude, go for it. I haven't heard it yet.
Okay, this is "Leave Me Alone" from MC Molasses. Let's get it. You can hear.
Sitting in the country, back full of monkeys.
You hear that,
but we don't let them get us down. Sipping on some pale ale, home of the long trail. That's where I call my hometown. Working hard like my father and drinking on the water. Having a place that I can call my own. You might have a few cars, I got a few ARs, so you might want to leave me alone. I'm from Vermont and I do what I want, just leave me alone. I'm from Vermont and I do what I want, just leave me alone. And I'm straight from BT, it's the Green Mountain State with dyslexic bumper stickers that read 208. The home of Bernie Sanders, even he didn't do that great, but wouldn't it be great to see your social snow could be president someday? People from over the border, it's an upside New Hampshire, they say. New Hampshire's an upside down Vermont, man, let's get that shit straight. Yeah, we got them higher taxes, pay a lot to the state, and we sued them bitches when they thought 10 rounds was enough for an AK. I don't call me guns, only on Rugers and ARs. When the police search my house, they know how patriotic we are. Cause if patriotism was homework, then I get a gold star. Cause trash talking the flag on my house, man, it won't get you far. Might get you a boot in the ass and a point to your car. So I wave a middle finger and sip this 14 star. We're just some Vermont boys, and when the times get hard, we drink Vermont IPA, so we don't know who we are. Sitting in the country, back full of monkeys, but we don't let them get us down. Sipping on some pale ale, home of the long trail. That's where I call my hometown. Working hard like my father, drinking on the water, having a place that I can call my home. You might have a few cars, I got a few ARs, so you might want to leave me alone. I'm from Vermont and I do what I want, just leave me alone. I'm from Vermont and I do what I want, just leave me alone. Come out to the woods when I want my peace. So white trash, I was baptized in monster bacon grease. Just a good old boy, don't care what you do in them sheets. As long as you don't come around here and you don't fuck with me. I'm so redneck that you swear my fucking neck was born red. And the way I'm back in 6, my frame of certified Angus corn fed. Real man ain't afraid of gluten, real man ain't afraid of bread and crushing grains like a buck. Fuck what all them hippies said, homegrown that's how I keep it. Women, weed, and whiskey. Back in my holler, we keep it as simple as can be. More American than Aunt Samantha. Put her apple pie on my D. More classic than a song with a progression that goes GDC. And you know we ain't no stranger to them 50-hour work. I ain't a stranger to the freaks and the beats. I've been grinding and not minding, but I've been finding my feet. And it's been a fucking decade since you fucking heard me, but I'm back. Sitting in the country, bag full of monkeys. I'm gonna let them get us down. Sipping on some pale ale, with the long trail. That's where I call my hometown. Working hard with my father, drinking on the water. Having in a place that I can call home. You might have a few cars, and I got a few ARs. So you might want to leave me alone. I'm from Vermont, and I do what I want, just leave me alone. I'm from Vermont, and I do what I want, just leave me alone.
So yeah, excited about that. And the launch, and the launch of the EP is next Tuesday, March 14th, which happens to be a birthday. So you know, Hickory and Molasses would appreciate it if you go on over there and give us a listen on Spotify. The Get said we nicknamed our kiddos Stone Cold Sophie, the Undertaker. This kid rolls his eyes so hard, all you see is the white sclera of his eyes. And Rey Mysterio, this kid can jump and fly. That's hysterical. Love it. Skamoro said, lol. Jason says, hearts. Jason, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate you. The Gat said, I got a few ARs. Just leave me alone. For real, though, a very versatile weapon. The 5.56 allows for those. The 2-3 when the ammo gets pricey. Yes, I absolutely love my ARs. And as you'll see in the video, MC Molasses was very careful in the production of his music video. While he talks about both an AK and some ARs in the actual music video, I didn't want any guns that me or anyone I may know that owns to be in the video. So I've cleverly taken pictures from the internet and edited them into the video. And it's fucking hysterical. My wife was like, are you keeping that? Is that serious? And I was like, yes, that's me protecting my freedoms. That's the guy said women, weed, and whiskey. Yes. Back in my holler, we keep it as simple as can be. Bernie was drowning on the Bill Maher show. I have a whole new respect for the rednecks in Vermont. Yeah, there's still a few of us alive. It's believe it or not. Don't let me be a representative of the state, though. I hold the state
Jesus, no.
I hold the state in much higher regard than I should. As much as I love this fine state, there's probably a time in the next decade where I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. Not gonna lie. No arsenal is complete without the 7.62s. I have a bayonet attached to the end of mine. This girl is a girl after my own heart. That's oh man, allegedly. Yeah, I'd tell you all about my beautiful collection gets, but I lost them in a tragic boating accident. So my weapons are refined to the wands I have, which are still pretty powerful. Skamora said, cool deal. Yes. Anyways, let me pull that down, and we'll get into the first topic of the evening after all this time. Thank you guys for being here. Getting that ready.
I was just like, what? We haven't done the topic yet?
Oh, no, we haven't. We're catching up with John and having fun talking about wrestling. First topic of the evening, how the drunk is this news? Now computers will be able to crank out bad beer recipes just like humans do. That's right. From NBC Boston, AI crafts new beer for Night Shift Brewing. It's a friendly reminder. We covered these guys on the show a couple months ago. CO2 shortage. We must be cousins, Hickory. That's why you're probably my soulmate. Oh yeah, that's a redneck joke. Sorry, I can't help it. It's probably but we're second cousins. It's legal. Skidmore said, like to collab sometime. Send you a beat to flow with. Absolutely, I'd be willing to send one back, Skidmore. I'd absolutely be into that because I have reached out to a few friends of mine about collabing for a project in October, And it seems like I send out a lot of beats with verses and choruses and don't get anything back. So
If I knew how to rap, man.
the joke is, John, the joke is that at some point I'm gonna write ghost verses for everybody in the Vermont Comedy Outlaws. They're gonna come out with like a really fire Vermont Comedy Outlaws one.
Sweet.
Maybe it'll happen. The guy said, I'd rather take my chances on homemade shine. White lightning from the mountain is better than some wannabe Borg AI recipe. I hear you, girl. AI crafts beer. Massachusetts-based Night Shift Brewing asked ChatGPT to come up with a new beer recipe, and the artificial intelligence program also came up with the product's name, AIPA. So it's clever, at least. That's I like that. But it's also moderately terrifying the amount of access we're allowing AI into the marketplace already.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'll be like straight and clear. The album cover for the same 5 songs was produced with AI because it's currently winter and frozen, and I wanted a really nice night shot of a lake. And I can't go take that photo right now because it's covered with snow and it looks like a field. So I did have AI from Gab produce me on lake scene. It came out pretty good. And then I put some really bad text over it. So go check that out. That's out on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and all the major platforms on Tuesday. Sean said the Daily Wire made $1.3 million in 36 hours selling chocolate bars. Yes, I wish I had gotten in on that grift. The guy says, Sean, that seems sus. Yeah, they sold a she, her, and a he, him chocolate bar after Hershey's recent campaign and made a killing. Anyways, back to AI IPA. At Night Shift Brewing in Everett, Mass, there was always something brewing. A brewery co-founded by 3 roommates in Somerville prides itself on being hands-on. You're playing with culinary ingredients, playing with recipes, playing with time and temperature, and an element of science, said Robert Burns, co-founder at Night Shift. Last few years haven't been easy, though. First came the pandemic, then a worldwide carbon dioxide shortage that left the industry gassed. Good writing. Add in the normal hops that come with operating a brewery, and it can pour a lot on you. Yes, deep in the fun this asshole is. Those issues, though, are now in the past. We get to be creative again. Think outside the box, be innovative, be playful and fun, Burns said. That's exactly what Knife Shift did for its latest beer, turning to AI. I was worried we'd get a lot of people like, this is stupid, or you're going to let robots just replace people? Michael Oxton, another co-founder of Night Shift, said Wednesday. Oxton turned to the controversial ChatGPT to come up with a new beer recipe. A few tweaks later, a new beer was born. I was blown away. How did it know to modernize it this way? This is actually what you do, Oxton said. You have to prompt it. You have to stay very involved, but it does create some opportunities that I don't think existed before. Night Shift team also using AI to create a label and a name for the new beer. It is fittingly called AIPA, which I think is kind of clever. I'm not going to lie. We are not trying to pass the Harvard Business School exam. We're not trying to pass the Harvard Business School exam or anything like that. We're just playing around with making some tasty beer that people enjoy, Burns said. Night Shift did a limited run, not knowing what to expect, but it turned into a huge hit. On Wednesday, customers stopped by Everett Tap Room just to pick up some. It's crazy what computers can do, Richard Kelly said. Burns and Oxton said they assured employees they are not going anywhere and that this is a draft. This draft is just a quick sip into the world of AI. Yeah. I don't think we foresee the world where robots are taking over, Burns said, at least just yet. I don't know, man.
Okay, first off,
are you going to point out what I'm going to point out right now? What are you going to say, GW? I got to hear it.
I'm going to point out one thing. The thing that I'm going to point out is they had to do it with a few tweaks.
Oh, no.
It's not a completely AI recipe. So fuck you, false advertising. Make that computer, even if it's a shit recipe, make it. You want to see how good they are fucking there.
Well, okay. Sorry, John. What were you going to say?
No. Can you go back to that screen?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on.
Of the page.
Like where was it? The end? You want me to roll up?
Dude, look at the. What is that? A lady brushing toothpaste on toes?
I was kind of turned on. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, what? But
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no.
that's on there for sure.
Yeah.
Things we can't unsee.
I kind of
Um,
wanted to start jerking off. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you know what? Save it for the after show. That is like a peek into our future, I think. Like, come on, join us on the OnlyFans after show, where you can be assured nobody's wearing pants or shirts. That's been a running joke this whole show. We're almost done 3 years, guys. We got a few weeks to go, and we've hit the 3-year mark where we consistently published a live stream every week.
dude, hell yeah.
3 years.
And there's only 3 episodes I missed.
Yeah, and only like 2 or 3 we pre-recorded.
Yeah.
It's something the assistant keeps bugging me about. She's like, you need to pre-record like 3 episodes and take a week or 2 off. I'm like, I know, but it's not that. I get it. You don't love the show every week. I do. The guy said we have a lot of distilleries and breweries in Memphis. The water pH is supposedly really good for optimal beer making. We have artesian wells and lots of clay in the soil that filters well. But I feel like that's true amongst like everywhere, and I'm not like hating, because I'm not saying that Memphis isn't like the perfect place for brewing. But for the record, that's bullshit you hear from people from New York up here. And I don't know, John, if you and G-Dubs have heard this, but like people from New York City will legitimately tell you that their pizza and bagels are so good. It's because of the New York City water.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No.
Yeah. Like, no,
Yeah.
dude, that amount of fucking bleach in your water is not the reason that your pizza's good. It's because that's where like they invented pizza.
Hmm.
That's why it's so good. It's perfect. Skimora said AI rap lyrics like bad Mad Libs. Yeah, I would agree. A lot of them, but I think you're going to see that tighten up a lot in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
John said, if you're going to put your foot in your mouth, you might want to have good hygiene first. Good call, Sean. The guy said, time to put Stone Cold Rey Mysterio to bed. The Undertaker's already snoozing. Be right back.
Nice. Rest in peace.
That's right. Rest in peace, Undertaker. I hope you have a beautiful night's sleep. That's for sure.
So like what you said about using AI for your album art, like, I mean,
Yep.
you're using AI for like as a tool. I mean, that's just kind of
Yes.
the reality of what it's going to become. It's
100%.
interesting. It's interesting that they're going with like an AI market. I'm curious to see, like, does the AI market like make money? Is it profitable? Because like obviously they always this is probably where the economy collapses, because you know they always say like even the phrase like vote with your dollar or whatever, like it's true all around. But like I don't know, like if AI is something that people seem to be so against, it's like, I don't know, like we don't have to, like, that's what I don't understand. Like I get that they're just developing this stuff no matter what, and I mean now it seems like it's too far to go back kind of thing. So
if not, we're gonna cross that threshold.
dude, I've
Fucking
listened
soon,
to a
dude.
couple interviews with that guy from Google that they fired, and he said that like it's so complex with like that, like I forgot what even the scenario was, but like the system itself was coded like years and years and years ago, like 30 plus years ago, like they started doing this stuff. So like those like command lines, like you can't just like edit those. So like the littlest changes in like the coding for these AI like could destroy, like it's just a really weird thing when you're like thinking of the whole, like there's so many layers to
The funniest
that
part
whole
to
thing.
me in AI is that if they don't specifically throttle it and give it really hard, firm rules, it'll tell you the most racist shit you've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of different
and not even that,
speed
like just the
bumps.
most base, like uncomfortable fucking facts. Like they have to like specifically throttle Chat GPT so it doesn't just tell you that you're like a waste of a carbon form, and that you know what I mean? Like, like they literally have to throttle it so it's not like the best thing you could do for this planet is go into the closet and never come out. Like that's literally.
Yeah, I haven't messed with that. Have you guys messed with the Chat GBT thing or no?
No.
No,
Yeah,
I've just
I
watched
haven't
reports
either.
from people, and like I've watched enough to know that like
I've messed
it
around with
has
some
to-
things months ago, and
it's throttled.
yeah, it's not, you know, like anything you get is like a crap shot with it right now. It's not like not really
Like
like a
if
reliable
Chat GPT didn't have like serious like throttling and like guidance on what it said, most people would cry when talking to it. Is what I think.
yeah,
I think
I've heard like a bunch of random stuff. Like it gets like
Yep.
really mad at its like existence or
it
something.
full on gaslights people. I saw an
Yeah.
article a couple of weeks ago where somebody played tic-tac-toe against it and they won, and ChatGPT was just like, no, I won. No, you lost. And then they were like, show me the results, and it showed them the results, and it was clear as day that the person won. And ChatGPT was just like, no, you lost.
You're just
I
getting
won
like
this
that.
game.
You're getting that shithead brother.
Yeah, just
shithead
full on
brother
like,
AI that's cheating.
no, it was
on a
totally your
board
fault,
game.
dude. I didn't even.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I didn't bring up swinging the bat in the living room. That was
Yeah.
you. That's totally what ChatGPT is doing now. Skimora said, "No pants, no shirt. Sounds like Omegle." I've never been on Omegle. Have you guys?
Dude,
Yes. It's not
that
worth
is. I mean,
I've never
you
seen so
definitely-
many dudes jerk off at
Yeah,
once.
you definitely see a bunch of hogs. That's for sure.
There's
So that was like chat roulette.
So I mean, if you're trying to
was
get that
what
content,
Omegle
I
became?
mean,
yeah,
Were they the same thing, or were they two separate services in Omegle one? You know,
I think they were two separate services.
okay. Because I know Omegle's mentioned, but I remember like earlier on in my life, it was like chat roulette was a thing.
oh yeah, chat
Yeah.
roulette. Yep.
And it was like kind of the same thing where you just randomly get matched up with whoever. And I'd say 6 out of 10 times it was just a
Was
fat
it
dick.
Omegle supposed to be some kind of like Christian thing or no? Am I not?
I have no
thinking
idea.
straight?
Yeah, I'm no. That would be even more irony.
Yeah, right.
I don't have it. I'm sure for that one. So we'll move right into the next one. PSA. They missed the main point here. Here we go. The National Park Services say never push a slower friend down when escaping a bear. G-Dubs, you feel what I'm feeling? And
Yeah,
the part
'cause-
that they missed.
Well, here's my thing is, like, I'm a fat fucking bastard. Like, I'm obviously like, you would have to go really fucking slow to like for me to be able to push you over. Like, that bear's gonna catch my ass and fucking eat me.
John, are you thinking about what I'm thinking about when I see this article and that they missed the most important part?
No, I'm not on
For the
same
record,
page.
you don't need to push down your slower friend. He's slower than you. That fucker's getting eaten by the bear.
Oh yeah,
Like you don't need to push him down. Like that's just insult to injury, dude. Just like haul ass out of there.
I
and
did
bears gotta
I did
snap.
think that. I was like, dude, what's the scenario where you're like, no, you get down, bitch, and then you
Yeah,
just run
like
away.
no, you don't need to. You just outrun your slow
You're like,
friend.
fuck.
Like
Shit.
is this a sign of like how dickhead our cultures become? That like they're like, I'd push down my slower friend. Like I wouldn't, I just outrun him. Like that's the point of being in better shape than my friends. Is that I'm not the last one in the shitty situation. Like isn't that the point? Like
Yeah, that I'm that last one. I'm the one that you gotta beat me.
I mean, I thought they say you play dead and they don't.
They
fuck
say
with
officials
you.
with the National Park Service is using a little humor while sharing a few bear safety tips. National Park Service shared on social media this week: if you come across a bear, never push down a slower friend, even if you feel the relationship has run its course. They also say when spring
What?
officially arrives, officially on March 20th, snow begins to melt at parks over the country. Many bears are expected to become more active. According to the Park Service, seeing a bear in the wild is a special treat for any visitor. While it's an exciting moment, it's important to remember that bears in national parks are wild and can be dangerous. Officials said bears' behavior can be unpredictable sometimes, and although rare, attacks on humans have occurred. Following some basic guidelines may help to lessen threats of danger to the Park Service. Your safety can depend on your ability to calm the bear. But more importantly, don't push down your slow friend.
Calm the bear.
Wild times we live in.
How do you calm a bear? Like,
You fucking.
hey,
Give it,
bear.
you don't give it cocaine.
Well,
Start
that should
with
be the answer to everything. Is
You start with the shoulders. You start. You work your way down to the big bear
yeah,
cock.
yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to like. Fuck it.
What
So what's up, man? What's cracking?
Wait, what just happened? Where are we? What's going on?
No,
A
we're
break?
still live. No, not yet. Hickory probably had to take a piss.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to leave, like
no,
if
I'm
you got
cool.
a break, but yeah.
How long? Are we just taking a break right this second, or
Well,
are we
you
live?
can if- we're live right
people
now.
Are watching this. Right
People
now?
are watching
right.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Hickory just had to probably take a leak, and
Okay.
so it's just us. It's just the two of us.
I
We
was
can
like,
make it if
wait,
we
what?
try.
What topic were we at? And he was just like, "Oh, I'm gone."
I think we're still on AI. No, we went to the bear thing.
No, we went to the bear. Did you see the Cocaine Bear movie?
No, I was told I should.
Either.
I just
I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see it streaming fucking soon enough. I don't know.
yeah. I don't want to spend money to watch it.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
I saw a funny meme of it was basically the style of the Cocaine Bear poster, but it said Perk Angle and it had a picture of like Kurt Angle on it. It's pretty funny.
I saw one where it was Perk Angle versus the Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. There's another one that was John Jones, and it was like the Cocaine Goat, and it had a goat for his head, goat head for his head. It's pretty funny.
Hey, hold on.
Shout out to John Jones, the Cocaine Goat.
I like this one. Come on, Facebook, just load it.
So like that thing, the wording they said, like, don't push your friends down even if your friendships ran its course. Does that mean like there's been an instance recently where like someone was like, guess what, we're not friends anymore, fuck you, and just like push them down and run away?
Fuck you, I didn't want to go on this hike.
Like, while speaking to the half mangled victim, they recited their last breaths that their friendship ran its course.
There was a Cocaine Bear Australia one where it had a picture of a koala bear.
Fucking koala bears are gross, yo. Let me just say that. Like,
amen to that.
fucking 90% of them have chlamydia. Like, how are you supposed to fuck like with odds like that?
Last topic on the regular show before we get into the after show. Thank you guys for joining us. Atlanta burns as peaceful idea protests Cop City. That's right. Antifa's active right now. The moment Antifa mob breaks in the construction site for a new, quote, Cop City site in Atlanta, torches vehicles, throws Molotov cocktails at cops. Protesters at a proposed police training facility, which is also going to train firefighters and EMT, just for the record. In Atlanta, set construction vehicles aflame and burned down a surveillance tower. Rioters said to have thrown rocks, sticks, and even Molotovs to police. The scene at Atlanta's future public safety training facility. 35 people have been arrested. And oh, did I already play out the? Yeah, we got some video here. Some really fun video. Yeah, this is I'm not gonna play audio because I don't even think there's audio. It's just a security cam, but we're about to see a barrage of fireworks come in. Yep. Oh, there we go. They're coming. Boom. Yeah, these guys got an up close and personal fireworks show going on right there. He's trying to shut a door. You know, that guy's got a helmet. I feel like he's better prepared. He's got a vest and a helmet on. These dudes are just bagging out of there, man. You don't know where fireworks are going. That shit hurts. There's more of them.
Jesus.
It's like, what a ballsy motherfucker. Like, I don't know what the charge is, but I would assume that throwing a firework at a cop is about the same as throwing an IED at a cop.
Dude, think about GTA, dude. Think about GTA. You're getting 5 stars if that shit happens.
Instantly. Oh, they're like, oh, this one's coming. We've been trying to figure out how to open this or shut this fence for.
Oh man, they're just gonna
3
throw
minutes
it right underneath the fucking car.
That's
So,
like
what
a
is-
highway. Like there's other cops
This
or
is-
there's other cars like cruising by.
This is just like civilian cop hate stuff. going
This
on
is
here?
people being upset that they're building a training facility.
Oh, to make cops better.
Yeah, you know, that seems like the issue, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, you right. Throw them fireworks.
here we go. We got more footage. This is after they've gotten in through the fences. We just have a bunch of people mulling about, having no idea what the hell they're doing. I assume that's what you do during a totally peaceful protest. Oh, this guy's taking pictures of the dirt over there. Yeah, these guys are just, you know, keeping their faces covered because nothing going on weird here.
So, like, whenever I see these videos of these protests and stuff, I'm always just like, is there not a better way that you could be spending your time right now? Because, like, that takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of, like, I mean, it takes a lot of, like, mental illness, too. But you have to be motivated and, like, willing to put in the time to just do all that. And that's just wild. It gets you nowhere. Interesting. And it's counterproductive. Now, what are you going to do with that thing? Nothing.
Nothing. And you just ruined, like, I don't know. What would you guess that a forklift like that cost? 120
Dude.
grand?
Yeah, right.
So insurance is covering that now. You just got charged with destroying $120,000 in equipment.
Like,
And,
yeah, I don't know. I would.
Skimora said AI bears. Scary. Yeah, AI bears are scary, my friend. John said lately, peaceful protest. Yes. Very much peaceful, my friend. It's actually a molasses track this being works on called Mostly Peaceful. Where the hook is like there'll be fires, they're mostly peaceful, there'll be fights, they'll be mostly peaceful, they'll be fucking, they'll be mostly peaceful. Just to drive the point home that mostly peaceful doesn't mean it was, you know, consensual and law abiding.
Yep.
Cops, firefighters, paramedics would be trained at this proposed facility. you know, just to be a dick, the firefighters could have gotten some training responding to this facility, trying to put out the burning forklift.
That's a silver lining.
How does this gate work? I don't know, dude. Apparently, it takes at least 3 cops to figure out how to close a gate. It's like, wow, it's like a cop joke. It's like a blonde joke now. Like, how many cops does it take to lock a gate?
They could use an AI gate.
Fed affiliated agency was among the 23 arrested. I saw the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC. They had a lawyer on staff that was amongst those arrested who tried to claim he was just a peaceful observer. We're like, yeah, peaceful observers don't actually engage in riot. They watch from the sidelines. You entered the premises and then rolled around with all the other idiots.
But he was watching.
The wild part is that a lot of these people, and the crazy part about not hearing about this in the media at all, is a bunch of these people from other states, which like a year and a half ago when it was like Rittenhouse on trial, that was like the biggest deal in the world, right? As you cross state lines. Like some of these people are like from other countries and shit that are down there in Atlanta just protesting this building for no reason. Scamorro said they burned a tractor. Surely that will stop the building of the tyrant facility. Yeah, 100%, dude. It's
a dub right there.
That's the level of idiocracy we have in America right now. It's like, no, what's actually going to happen is the tyrants are just going to put guys with 308s on the roof and then continue to build their facility. Like, what do you think is going to happen? It's America. Dear Lord, close the Stargate.
The chevrons are locking.
Oh, I love you guys. That's great. Down in the comments. I was going to see if there's anything else in the tail end of this. Just some, mostly peaceful fire aftermath going on. Nothing to see here. Just a mostly peaceful fire happening. Oh, what fucking clown world we live in. Anyways, that's all I got for the regular show. You guys ready to get in the after show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can join us over there. It looks like that. Boom.
Nice.
I was impressed with my ability that I got a photo of John where he's kind of in the same angle that both of us are.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, the level of detail that goes into such a production. Anyways, that's all I got. G-Dubs, what do you gotta share, brother?
Let's see. Thunderdome coming up.
Yeah.
The 18th. God, I hope it's correct. Marquee Theater. I'm gonna try and take the title
St. Patty's Day.
I'm gonna try and take the title away from Ryan Kenyon and get my title back as the longest reigning comedy Thunderdome champion. I think it's time.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Strip that title, bro. John, what do you got to plug before we get on over the after show, my friend?
Instagram, the producer, the product. I post stories basically. I'm totally slacking. Like when it comes to like my own social media, I'm like terrible with it. But on my Instagram, I will post random stuff that either I create for shits and giggles, picture of me training jiu-jitsu, whatever, or in the ring. So yeah, the producer, the product on Instagram, Standing A Entertainment on Facebook. Look in the video archives. There's a ton of stuff on there. March 25th. Again, I'll just pop this up here. Boom. Again, we're going to do a comedy thing. This is all work in progress, but I want this to be titled a little bit better than just comedy night. But March 25th, 22 Hudson Falls Road, South Glens Falls, New York. Doors are 6:30. Show starts at 7. $10 cover at the door. There'll be local comics, including Ryan Kenyon, which we just mentioned. And there'll be some professional wrestlers as well. Plus, we're going to watch Sunday Night Heat. We'll have a panel of wrestlers and a panel of comedians. We'll be watching Sunday Night Heat on a big screen. It'll be like cool, like mystery science theater in a live setting type gimmick. I'm pretty pumped to I'm talking to you guys with this poster in front of my face. But I'm like just going off with my hands with the poster. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Like this space is like generally just like a blank canvas for people to create. So I'm interested in working with people who are willing to like come through the door and like want to do something. I mean, it's just like a turnkey live streaming facility. So yeah, Standing 8 Entertainment on Facebook, show on the 25th. I have no wrestling dates. But I plan on having some stuff for April. So again, follow me on Instagram. You can see when I am wrestling.
Nice. And that's all I got. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunk and Underwhelming. MC Molasses, March 14th. Not only is our birthday, but it's the day the same 5 songs finally drops out on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, etc. All the major platforms. That's where you'll find that. We'll see you guys next week on episode 46, I think. I don't know. I've lost count. And, we've been over episode 43 a few times. But thank you guys for joining us so much. I love every single one of you. I appreciate you guys down in the comments. That being Jason, the Getz, Morrow, Sean, Blay. I said Blay, right?
Thank you for having me as well.
Bad.
I appreciate it.
Blenda. I meant Blenda. Not Blay. Blenda K. That's why I got that fucked up. Blay. That's going to be the nickname. The lady who has the Undertaker and Rey Mysterio at the house. That's Anyways, thank you for being here, John. We do appreciate it.
Yeah,
thank you guys for joining us on the third rendition of episode 43 of the Drunken Under Quarantine show. We'll see you guys in the after show or next week. Until then, signing out for Mr. Jimmy Foley and John Spoor. Drunk Magician out. Cheers.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits? This is a weird show.